Indian but living in Spain currently. He used to work for Infosys, a big IT giant in India.
Okay. I forgot to remind you.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, Jamil.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, fine. We were expecting you to join us Skype. Rishabh and I. Webinar.
What?
Jamil, are you connected? I lost him somehow.
Yeah, we got Bigu, I think.
Bigu, okay. Good.
Okay, Stephen.
Stephen is there already.
Yeah, hi everyone. Morning.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Sorry, I was just setting up the video conferencing link.
Hello, Jamil. Jamil. Hello.
Yes.
We were expecting you to join us, the webinar.
Yes, I'm in the village. My network is not good.
It's not good. Can you be on and listen?
Okay.
Okay, stay on.
Let me listen.
Okay.
Okay, so Jamil is also here, but through another phone line. Morning, Jamil.
Yes, morning.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very fine.
Great.
How's Kampala? Is it raining?
It's a bit very
Yeah.
and sunshine. Yeah.
Yeah, the mix. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Should I call Michael account or should we start?
No, I think he will start if he join us later. We'll see.
Okay. I think yes, Diego. We should start now.
Okay. I think Sylvia wrote here some instructions in case someone wants to join the meeting.
There's other people joining the conversation, Camille. So
okay. So then, if you want, we can start. Rishabh?
Yeah, we can start. So I'll just briefly introduce you, Diego, and then you can, of course, tell of this forum happening in Spain. So Jamil, can you hear me? I think he's coming in and out, but
he will come in and out, I think.
So Diego is someone who contacted one of our next initiatives of change in the UK. And I guess we have some common networks working on new economy, social innovation. For example, Economy for a Common Good and others. And Diego is very passionate about the cause of sustainability and creating a new economy through collaboration. And new economy for us is definitely moving from this competitive framework of being selfish and greedy to opening up to new ways of collaborating in mankind. And this conference in Malaga, which Diego had the vision of, which is happening next year, we are collaborating as initiatives of change, and particularly the Trust and Integrity Network. So I'd like Diego to tell us a bit about this forum in Spain next year in Malaga, and a little bit about his story. Why did he choose this path of working with new economy and social innovation?
Right.
And particularly this call is to inspire people from Africa to come to this conference. So my hope is those who are not here, at the end of this webinar, I will send out the recording to the others as well. So
Camille, are you still listening?
The seminar is in Yes, I'm listening, Hassan.
Yes.
So, Jamil, I'm inviting now Diego to say a few words, or should we do a brief introduction, Diego,
I think
first?
I am really happy to be here and to see new faces. So it's really nice to have an introduction from your colleagues, just a brief one, just to say who they are. And then I can go for the presentation.
Yeah. Okay. So I think my friends already know me, but I'll just say something that I came from India about 3 years back, worked on sustainability for the last 10 years, and currently working on different ideas on new economy. I've been involved in the Trust Integrity Global Economy Network for years. I'm excited about this conversation and partnering with you in Malaga. Hassan, you want to say something about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Hassan. I originally came from Somalia, and currently I'm together with Rishab and other friends here in Initiative for Change. I'm also involved in Africa and Europe. Also, together with Jamil, we are working in to sustainability and economic common good for the common good, but also in land life, peace, and other things, and also a kind of development for environmental development in Africa. To say some, yeah.
Jamil, would you like to say something about your work briefly?
Yes. Yeah, my name is Jamil Sevaru. I'm a development worker. I own schools, secondary schools, and colleges, vocational schools. But I also work with the farmers. I'm the president of the Farmers Dialogue and the vice president of the International Farmers Dialogue. I work with
Great, thank you, Jamil. And you're doing so inspiring for having you here. Thank you. Who would like to go next? Diego or Michael or Stephen? Michael, are you online?
Yes, I'm online.
Okay.
I can go first.
Yeah.
I'm CEO of Traction Capital. Traction Capital, we work with investors from the Nordic region and from all over the world to help them to invest in Africa. Our main in Africa that we focus on is East Africa. I'm actually currently in Kampala, where I've been for the last 3 weeks. I'm based in Scotland, so I've had some meetings with Rishab and Hassan, and my focus is on social and impact investments. And through our other engagements, I'm also responsible for a program where we try to reduce fraud and anti-corruption in businesses in Africa through another business where I'm the regional director for Africa, which is called WISOB. And we do that by implementing whistleblowing solutions in government institutions and in the private sector. And this is a very interesting discussion for me. I've been active in investment and in corporate sustainability for well over the last 10 years. I've worked for several financial institutions in East Africa and in Europe, and I'm happy to be here and to exchange and hear from you regarding this discussion. Thank you. Over to you, Rishab.
Diego or Stephen, would you like to say something?
Yep, Stephen Hinton. I'm British, but I live in Sweden. Been working with sustainability since I left Ericsson in about 2002. I was one of the founders of the Transition Towns movement in Sweden, and I've also started an eco village. At this time, I'm working together with Rishab and several others in initiatives of change. In some something called Invest in Peace, because I've come to the conclusion that when you focus on peace, then everything else falls to place properly. But if you focus on too much on the detail, it's like you can lose the whole idea of what are we here for. So I just like to start with here for peace, and then let's just get on with it, which is the idea of investing in peace. And it's really nice to hear Michael and the others are working with impact investment, because it's one of these questions, it's like, how can we use money to make an impact on peace in the world? That's me.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, Stephen.
Digu?
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah, good morning, everybody. My name is Digu. I'm originally from India, where I knew Rishabh from our times at working for the Indian Youth Climate Network. And so I've kind of have a background in environmental engineering, and then I worked for a corporate sustainability field for about 5 years before coming to Barcelona, Spain, to pursue a master's in urban sustainability. And I've just finished the course of exploring opportunities to do. And yeah, this is the topic that is quite interesting, and also I'm quite familiar with, because at the institute in Barcelona we have a big degrowth school here now, and I'm quite with this topic, and I'm kind of interested in how to connect with everybody and see where this takes us. Yeah, and so thanks, Rishabh, for the opportunity to be part of this webinar.
Thank you, Digu. It's great to see you after many years.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I am the last one. So I am Diego. I am Spanish. Can you hear me? Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm Diego. I am Spanish, living in UK 4 years, and currently living in Netherlands since 2 months ago. I am also environmental engineer as Digu. We have in common almost the name and the career. And just my personal purpose, because I've been working I've been an entrepreneur and social entrepreneur all my life, but now my personal purpose is to transform the economy. I think that transforming the economy from everything else. So that's the reason that today I will introduce you the project that we are leading, and hopefully we can engage all of you to come to Malaga and to enjoy this project. So I think that, Rishabh, maybe I go ahead with the presentation.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, perfect. One technical suggestion. You can see on your screen, on the left side below, a mute microphone. So maybe you can mute it just in case some noise in your room came, and then later when we come back to the discussion, you can unmute it. So I'm going to introduce you the organization. I am the director, and then the project, the New Economy and Social Innovation Forum. The organization is the Global Hub for Common Good. It's a non-for-profit foundation, and the main goal of this foundation is to promote collaboration among all the organizations that are trying to create a more sustainable, fair, collaborative, and people-oriented economy. Because before we think that transforming the economy, we can transform all the things that we want to improve in our lives and in our work. So last year we were doing some workshops in Latin America, in London, in Spain, in different places, asking people how can we promote collaboration among all the networks that are trying to create a better economy. And the first conclusion was that we don't have a meeting place for all of us. In the same way that those who want to keep on working with the same economic system, they have Davos, they have the G20, they have a lot of private clubs. We don't have a meeting place. We have the was as a forum for campaigning together, but we don't have a meeting place in order to create specific proposals in order to transform the economy. So we were talking with different networks, and we decided this forum. I am talking about transition towns that Stephen mentioned before. I am talking about the social and solidarity economy, about the economy for common goods, the social enterprise work, also the Global Alliance for Banking on Values, that is a network of ethical banks around the world, also the International Alliance for Localization, and of course, Initiative of Change, because you are a very important network for us, because you are working both in businesses, the economy, but also in social issues, such the issues that you mentioned before, such as peace, and also impact investment. These kind of things are very important for us. So that's the reason that we started to create this forum. We got the place, it's going to be Malaga, we got everything. And now what we are doing is, on the one hand, co-creating the program with a group of representatives from the different networks. From Initiative of Change are both Rishab and also Michael Smith from London. They are contributing to create the program. On the other hand, we are working together to promote the forum, trying to bring people from as many countries as possible. So now I'm gonna share my screen. I think you will see it, because I want to show you a couple of slides. Okay. Can you see now my screen? Rishab, can you see it? Can you say yes or?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We can.
Perfect. So I'm gonna show you a couple of slides in order to make you understand how is it gonna work the forum. So this is the forum, the New Economy and Social Innovation, NESI. Why New Economy and Social Innovation? Because we think that in order to create a new economy, a better one, we need to do through social innovation. For us, social innovation is very simple. It's people having ideas and innovating in order to benefit people. That is social innovation. So many people are creating different kinds of new economy models, and that's the way that we think we can create a new economic system for the world. Here I just showed you the different organizations that are contributing, the local hosts that are the local authorities of Malaga. We also have a local partner, Comprende, that are supporting us with all the logistics of the forum. And here you can see the different co-organizers, the global networks. Here is Initiative of Change, that are contributing to create this forum in a collaborative way. Here you can see in this slide that there are many different proposals of new economy. I just mentioned before some of them, but we have the sharing economy, cooperatives, the circular economy, the fair trade. And what we want to do is to promote collaboration among all these models in order to transform for different issues, for different topics that are quite important. The organizations, how do we imagine the organizations in the future? That will be one of the tracks of the forum. The money and banking and finances, how to, before Michael was talking about impact investment, how can we bring the money to the entrepreneurs that really are creating a positive impact in the society? Also, how to transform the education, how to educate in a different economy, not in a competitive economy, but in a collaborative one, and how to share the knowledge, and also how to transform our cities, our rural areas, and our public policies. These are the main topics of the forum that we will be talking about. And then the forum, here you have some activities. There will be a little bit, only some keynotes. It's not going to be a forum for speakers. It's going to be a forum to promote discussion. So we will have what we call dialogues for change, so panel discussions. We will have open space and working sessions, what we call collaborative challenges. So people can bring one idea that they haven't got a solution for, in their organization or in their country, and we can try to find a solution all together. We will promote peer-to-peer networking. So it's going to be a forum, not a conference. It's going to be a forum working as a meeting place. And the outcomes that we expect to achieve, first of all, peer-to-peer collaboration. So you will meet, there are many people from businesses, universities, policymakers, social movements, activists, and you can meet all of them and probably to create networks and future projects. Then on the second outcome is to advocate together, to identify what kind of proposals we can bring together to local governments, to national governments, to international institutions, the United Nations or the African Union or whatever. How can we work together in order to bring our proposals all together, not as separate organizations, but all together? And the third one is implementing together some of these proposals, advising the governments. Because one problem that we have identified is that some governments, they want to transform the economy, but they don't know. They don't know how to do it. They don't have the tools. They don't have the knowledge. They think that just doing the same thing, they can transform something. So we have to work together in this issue too. And then I'm going to show you now the website. If you go, you can see here the website. Okay. It's the neweconomyforum.org. Here is the website. And I want to show you here two things. The first one, that you can go now through the web, just to invite you to go through the website. We're creating the program. You can see the different partners, as I mentioned before. You can have a look to the different topics we are talking about. Here is a very nice video. But I want to show you this, the manifesto. You go to the manifesto. This is a project that we are doing at the same time of the Forum NESI, because we want to create a manifesto, but the other way around. Traditionally, when you do a manifesto, we come together, we write a text, and we invite people to sign up. But we are doing the other way around. We are asking people 4 questions, and from that questions, we will create the manifesto, how the new economy should be according to the opinion of people around the world. So if you go here to this part, you go to a survey, and there are only 4 questions. The first one, what should be the general goal of the economy? So everybody can answer this question. The second one, what principles and values the economy should follow under your personal point of view? And then the third and the fourth one is, what words or tags do you imagine in the manifesto, and what sentences? So with this information, we want to collect this information from people around the world, and all the answers will be analyzed by the University of Barcelona, and they will do a report, and with that report we will create the manifesto. So the idea is to present the manifesto in Malaga the first day, and according to what people think about the economy, the goal of the economy, the values of the economy, according to that, we will start working in the forum. So we want to work according to what people around the world think about the economy. So my first proposal or invitation is that we need answers from people around the world. We have many people from America and Europe answering the manifesto, but we don't have so many answers from Africa and Asia. So it will be really good if you can invite your colleagues to just answer online these 4 answers, these 4 questions. And also some people are doing workshops. You can come together with a group of people, young people or adults, whatever you want, and you can discuss about these questions. What should be the goal of the economy? What should be the values of the economy? And it's a very inspiring discussion. So it's a good suggestion that you do that. So now I will stop sharing my screen. So this is the picture of the forum. So just to summarize, what we want to create is that meeting place where people from the 5 continents come together, business people, NGOs, academics, activists, policymakers, and we try to work together in different tracks to transform the banking system, the financial system, the organization, the businesses, the education system, the cities, and the public policies. All these ideas, because we want to contribute to the 2 main big challenges of the humankind, that are the Sustainable Development Goals and the climate change. In the last months, just to give you an interesting input, in the last 3 months, I've been asking people around the world, in mainly Latin America and Europe, in my conferences, do you think that we are going to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and the climate change goals in 2030? And in 10 different conferences, on 2,000 people, only one person said maybe, and no one put his or her hand up. So what this means? That we don't trust. We don't have the trust. We will inequality, gender equality, this kind of things, the climate change agreement. So we have talents here. They are very nice goals, but we don't have an action plan. So we want to create the action plan in a bottom-up way. That is the main purpose of this forum. And now, if you want, we can go reserve for Q&A and whatever you want to suggest or to say about the presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Diego. That was very well presented and briefed. And I'd like to open up now for any questions or clarifications from any of the people about what they just heard, about this presentation, about the vision of the Malaga conference. And I guess this is not just a forum, but it's a beginning of a new way of collaborating across different networks for the purpose of, as you said, sustainable development goals and achieving our climate targets, which are far from being achieved. So anyone would like to ask anything to Diego or?
Is it any deadline to answer those questions?
The manifesto, the 4 questions. Is there a deadline for that, Diego, for the manifesto? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I mute my microphone. Yes, we have the deadline is the 15th of January.
15th
of January. Yes, because we need 1 month, at least 1 month, to analyze all the answers, and then we need 1 month to create the final draft manifesto and to present it. So I mean, this we need 2 months or 3 months to prepare everything.
Okay.
The 15th of January. So we have 1 month and a half from now. So it's enough time.
Mm.
So we should at least get a few responses from Somalia and Uganda now after this call, and hope for the parts of Africa.
Oh, of course.
And India, of course. I think Diego might have already to it, and I have already.
I think at least we will get 5 or 6 more responses.
maybe Rishabh, we can share it with the IVCN network.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. We can send a mail.
We can probably send a mail to all the folks at we have a lot of people in the group there. And just a quick question to Diego on because most of my friends here are like because I'm still just got out of the university, still studying and stuff. So is there any any discounts or anything for students that want to participate, or because I have a lot of students who are interested, but sometimes for them they have to travel all the way to Malaga and the fees, so like financial difficulties for anything to overcome that.
Yes, I will share again my screen and I will show you the discounts and the options.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah. So on the website, can you see my screen now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You can go here to buy tickets, and then you can find 3 different packages. So,
okay.
There is one just for now. We have an early bird until the 31st of December, and there will be one more. There is one package for individuals. There is one, the corporate pack. So when 3 people from the same organizations are coming. There is a discount. And then there is a special price for students and NGOs.
Okay.
Plus, just to say that everyone linked with Initiative of Change, you have a discount, a 20% discount, even from this price, a 20% discount. And also to say that we will open a few grants, not many because we are with the fundraising but we will open, I think, 20 or 30 grants, and will be just to pay maybe, I don't know, 20 pounds or 20 euros or something for the foods and enough. And also to say that what we are doing is when someone are coming as a delegation, for example, from Latin America, for some countries, 10 or 12 people are coming together as a delegation. If you want, we can try to support you, trying to get a place to stay, these kind of things. Even if you want to stay longer or whatever, we have a local team that are supporting us with that kind of things.
All right. Thanks. Thank you.
So also, Diego, my question is that if there is going to be a delegation, for example, from Africa, how do you see them contributing in the conference? Like if there are a few people from Somalia or Uganda coming. Diego?
Can you hear me now?
You hear me? My question?
Yes, I hear. Yes. It's here. No, I was saying that one of the values we want to keep is diversity. So if from one country or one continent are only a few people coming, we will try to give priority also in some of the panel discussions. I have to explain this. As I said before, there are not going to be many speakers, but there will be. We have opened a call for proposals. I forgot to say this. So the core program, there will be many working sessions, and altogether you can decide whether to participate in one working session or another. There will be a lot of them, and they will be very horizontal. So there will be facilitators, and people will be participating in a collaborative way, trying to get final proposals together. But also there will be the opportunity to present some proposals. So there is a call for proposals that you can find also on the website. And we are looking for two different things. The first one, good practices to be replicated. So you have done something very interesting that you think this project or this country or in this school or in this business or whatever is quite good, and I think it's important to replicate in other places. You can present it. And the second one we're looking for is what before collaborative challenges. That is a very humble approach. Is to say we haven't been able to find a solution in my NGO or in my network or in my country or in my town to this situation. And I would like to ask people to give me ideas. And then in the room you will have academics, business people, NGOs, activists, policymakers, and they will, with a facilitator again, they will try to help you to find different options. So we will try to give you priority in the case that, as I said before, Africa and Asia as our main challenges, because it's quite difficult to come to Europe, we know it. It's expensive coming to Europe, we know it. And also we want to have diversity. And for me, personally, it's quite important. It's very important to get your vision, because I am very connected with Latin America, and I always learn a lot each time I go there. And when I've been in Africa, in Ethiopia and other countries, I learned a lot. So I think that we need, I always say this in Latin America, because, you know, I am Spanish, we were colonizing Latin America. And I always say this there, we need you to come here and colonize Europe again with your values. So my invitation is come here, but not just to listen, to come here to say something, to bring your values, to bring your ideas, and for sure we'll give you priority in the different panel discussions or to present your projects.
Thank you. So anyone else, Stephen or Michael? Are you still there, Michael? Questions if you have for Diego?
No, actually, I was the website is very comprehensive, and I've taken a comprehensive look at this before when you shared it with me.
Mm-hmm.
I've also already submitted my manifesto, I think about a month ago when I was in Oslo, as well as I shared it with my team, and I'm sure some of them have submitted as well. So this is very interesting for us, and we'll be in touch over the next weeks to see how else we can contribute.
Great. Stephen, do you have any suggestions or questions?
I don't actually. I think it's all very good.
Yeah.
I'm going to share it in my Invest in Peace network, and especially share the questions about the manifesto. I'll send that out in my newsletter this week.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Good. Fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah. Diego, one thing I have to say, that I was in Uganda and Kenya last year, and I was amazed at the potential of potential for making money and doing good in that continent. And I think for too long, Africa as a continent has been enslaved by either people of other race or other continents, or by corporations. And I think it's time for African leadership to take more ownership of having the continent and use global new innovation of coming forward and showing what Africa has to offer. And I think some of the people present here, like Hassan, Michael, have done a lot. And of course, Jamin, who couldn't stay, have done incredible amounts for that. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward that people, but also my own colleagues from India, and maybe I will also share it with other colleagues from Southeast Asia and China, see if they can make it from that part of the world as well. I was just in India for last week for my brother's wedding, and I mean, India is going through a lot of difficulties right now, particularly because of the demonetization and the changes in the currency, the 1,000 and the 500 rupee note. And I was fascinated that how, for some people, it's a big challenge. For others, it's a huge opportunity again. Because I had a previous intern in Indian Youth Climate Network who's working for an online payment company called Paytm, which in the last 10 days had grown by 250%.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and definitely the numbers are all there. Again, it's a huge market, 1.3 billion people just in India. So definitely it's very important in such a conference to have decent representation in Africa, because that is the new economy for my perspective.
Yeah. I totally agree, and our aim is that it will be the first conference, as one Spanish journalist highlighted a month ago, NESI, the New Economy and Social Innovation Forum, it's going to be the Davos of the new economy. So if we want to be the Davos bottom-up group of people trying to create an economy, we need people from all the continents, and especially for Africa and Asia and Latin America. So that's quite important.
Yeah, and also just adding to what Rishabh said about Asia and Africa being the new economy. But also, I think it's also very important that we get the new economy the right economy, because if Africa and Asia will emulate what happened in the America and in Europe, I think we won't really have a planet to live with. So I think that's also the need that we need to focus on as well. So yeah, that's another thing. That's why we need.
Yes, definitely. I completely agree with that. Yes.
I'm a little bit curious about output from the conference, because it's not just the people who meet there, it's the material that's created that could go viral around social media. For example, like in Dabs, they have interviews that go out all the way through BBC, They have a report that comes out, and they have. It's a big. It's almost as big a task to organise that as it is the conference. How's that going, Diego? And can we help with that? Maybe we could all already now start to plan how we're going to blast the world with the results of this conference.
Yeah, I of course we have many challenges. I think that the difference with this conference is that the conference is just a tool to start to work together. So the main, I haven't explained facilitation, but it's going to be a very visual and understandable facilitation. We are trying to get graphic design, graphic facilitation for all the workshops. And we are trying in each one of the working sessions, we will identify specific things that we can do together. And the last day, there will be a call to action. So in a big square, we will have a lot of pictures of all the working sessions, and you will be able to identify, this is a proposal for public policy, this is a proposal to networking between ethical businesses in Africa and Latin America, for instance, or this is a proposal to transform the education in universities. And then you can go in the call to action, and you will stick your name there, participate in this project, or my organization want to participate in this project. And we will create, hopefully, a web doc. A web doc is a website where you can see all the things that happen in the forum, and you can follow up the projects. So the idea is that the NESI forum is going to be an incubator of new projects. And of course, we have the challenge to invite the media, the mainstream media, to talk about us. We're getting it in Spain and in some countries. We are not getting it in the mainstream media. So that is a challenge. And my invitation also is if you have some journalists from Africa or Asia that will be interested in coming, invite him or her. Because also inside education, in the track of education, we include also media and social media because we are educated by them somehow, unfortunately. So we need to, and we want to create a panel discussion about the role of media in the new economy. How they talk about the economy, because they talk that economy is maximizing money and profit, and that's not the economy that we're creating. Within the economy should be, the goal should be to serve people. Hopefully people will say that, something similar. So if you have journalists that you know from your countries where you are based, invite them to be in touch, to receive the press releases, and also to come to Malaga.
Great. And you said, Diego, there will be another webinar for journalists and media. Is that still happening?
We are planning to do something in February. But we're trying to get the right speakers and to open the discussion before Malaga about the role of the media. But for sure, there will be a panel in Malaga about the role of the media in the new economy.
Because I was also going to, invite this guy from Al Jazeera, so I was waiting for that event. So
for me, I told to Rizab that okay, we can bring Hoffman from the BBC or whatever, but for me it would be amazing to get someone from Al Jazeera because it's the main TV channel in Asia and Africa. So I think it should be really interesting to get some journalists from Al Jazeera and Al Jazeera talking about the forums to be really, really important.
How is the reach in the Middle East, in Lebanon, Syria, Palestine, all these places, Israel? Do you have sufficient responses from that region?
We have some responses. Yeah. We have some responses from that region, but not so many. Not so many. Again, it's a challenge. So the main challenge are Africa, including Middle East. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Any final questions before we close for the day?
No, I'm very excited. So thank you very much. We will connect it. I'm working with Rishabh, so I will be updated.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Stephen?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to ask about streaming. Because I've got friends who run a streaming TV channel. charity, and their idea is that they want to spread good ideas around the world. And so if they like it, they might be interested in setting up a streaming facility. Would that be of interest? Shall I contact them, or is that already fixed? Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to say that, of course, we're trying to invite organizations to contribute. Contribution can be doing something, some activities, such as the streaming or such as whatever. Of course, we are also looking for sponsors. You have some, I don't know, big company that will like to sponsor. It's important. We want to do a streaming for the main keynotes and panel discussion.
Yeah.
Not for the working sessions, because it's no sense to stream a working session, but just talk with them. And if they want to come to Malaga and to be a partner, if they do something for free, for instance, the streaming, we will include them as partners, the logo and everything, and we will try to facilitate everything for them.
I'll ask.
Great.
Okay.
And also, Stephen and Rishabh, as you know, we will create different groups of facilitators. So if you want to contribute personally, that would be really amazing too.
Okay, I got one more question. Rishabh and I were working on an idea with Invest in Peace that we're actually asking people to put money into a fund. We don't have the fund ready yet, but it's almost like it would be part of a new economy to have a fund like that. Maybe we could have a stand or something there if we can start the fund up. Have you got some sort of facilities for information stands and booths?
Yeah, we are now designing the environment of the place where the forum is going to be. Probably there will be some, not many stands, because we will be more working in the sessions, but there will be some common areas, and we will create probably with some posters or tables, you will be able to bring your information about your projects. So yes, for sure. Maybe not just a stand as a fair, but for sure there will be some place to inform people and to networking with people.
Okay.
Well, I think we'll get it ready, but if we do.
That's a very important thing, I think, also, Diego, when I speak to people in India and all, they still have this idea of, coming to a fair, especially companies, they go to fairs, they go for trade fairs. And it's very important for them to have the time and space to be able to that kind of networking.
Yeah.
So, is that going to be chargeable, or is that going to be with the price they pay?
There is not going to be a big space for a fair, but there will be space for networking. And if someone wants to present something, there will be some place, as I said before, but also there will be an application, an app. Yeah. So 1 month before, you will be able to see coming to the forum, and you will be able to connect with them.
Okay.
So if you see one very interesting business from Mexico is coming, and you want to talk with them because they are doing the same that you are doing in India, you can go to your app, arrange a meeting with them, a coffee or whatever. Okay. So because we want to create that, that even before and after the forum. Yeah.
Okay.
There's one thing I've noticed at academic conferences that works really well, and that's posters. Everyone who comes to the conference is allowed to create a poster, and it's like A4 or something, and they can print it out, but it's also available as a PDF, and of course it's got their contact details on it, so that if you like what you read, then you can talk to them.
Yeah. One more thing that we will do. We're thinking about posters, but the venue is so big, and maybe sometimes the posters are interesting, but you just pass. So what we are going to create is a participant handbook. So in this handbook, it's going to be a PDF. You will get information about the different new economy, the circular economy. What is the economy for the common good? What is transition down? Also about the co-organizers. What is initiative? I will ask you probably in a couple of weeks to send brief information about you, and also about the participants. So you will be able to go there and to say, this is what I am doing, and this is my link to my website, or my video or whatever. So everything will be in the handbook. So again, you can go to the handbook and to say, oh, who is this university? What are they doing? You can see what they are doing, and then you go to the app and you say, I want to talk with you.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Okay.
I just have one question, Diego.
Yes, Mike.
You talked about proposals. I just tried to have a quick look at the website, but I'm not seeing the area proposals are. If you can talk a bit about that.
Yes, let me have a look, because they were last week. They were in the homepage. Okay, if you go to the homepage, can you see the homepage? You go down a little bit, and then there are 3 pictures. There are last news blog for proposals.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. So in the courses, the deadline is the 10th of January. And as I said before, you can send a good practice, replicate it, and then you can present it in the forum. Or you can bring a collaborative challenge, something that you would like people to contribute and to give you ideas to find solutions. Mm-hmm. So you can go through the call for proposals, and if you have any doubts, I think that in this link you have an email, and someone will respond to you.
So Invest in Peace, for example, Stephen, can be a collaborative challenge. Yeah.
Of course, because the idea, if you write that, the idea is that you will have maybe 6-7 minutes to explain the challenge, and then you can facilitate the session, or other people can facilitate the session, try to get the answers in that session to your challenge.
And do the participants get time to see the city of Malaga, or like some kind of solutions in Malaga, what Malaga is doing as a city?
Yeah.
I guess why you're doing it in Malaga.
Yeah, so the forum will start on 19th, Wednesday, on the afternoon. Then Thursday and Friday, we will be working a lot. And then Saturday, we will be visiting local projects and connecting with local projects. Yeah. Okay. And also, as I said before, if someone is coming from far away and you are interested, for instance, we have a delegation from the US, and they want to visit very specific projects in poor areas and how we are promoting social entrepreneurs there. So we will create a sort of agenda for you. If you want to visit some specific project, not during the forum, maybe before or after the forum, with our local partners, we can try to get you in touch with this kind of projects.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fantastic. And I realized recently that Malaga is on the border with Morocco, so it's quite close to there, right?
It's quite close, and they are very connected with North Africa.
North Africa, okay.
Even the environment is a little bit North Africa sometimes in the city.
Great. Thank you, Diego. Okay. That was really inspiring to hear about the conference, the forum, and also really nice to have Stephen Hinton from Stockholm, Digu from Barcelona, Hassan with me here in Stockholm, originally from Somalia, Michael Akampa from Uganda, and Jamil from Uganda also, who was joined in the phone call for a while. And I guess we can share this video because it's recorded with others who were not here today. And reach out as many people from Asia and Africa. Make sure they come to this forum next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rishab. Thank you, Diego. Thank you.